Hey, hi Gopi.
Hi, Vasu.
Yes, so we can get started. You can start introducing yourself.
Okay. Hi, Vasu. Myself, Gopinath. I have started my career in RBS as an agent in 2013, and I worked in RBS for almost 3 years. And then I moved to PayPal in 2016 as an advisor, CAP advisor. In that, have got a promotion to lead the team as a SME, and from there I have got an opportunity in OJT. So from there, I have changed my career to as a Scrum Master. So from there, I'm working currently in PayPal as a Scrum Master from 2020.
Okay, fine. Moving to the next. 1 minute. Yeah, Gopi. So, Gopi, can you explain what is product backlog refinement meeting and how it will happen in 1 minute of time? I'm timing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
So
Yeah.
can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So the product backlog refinement meeting will be happen on the day 2 and day 7. So on the for every day there is a time box for 1 hour. So in there we'll be discussing about in the during sprint we'll be discussing about the sprint 2 planning. So in the 7th day we'll be discussing about sprint 3 planning. So from there, we will be prioritizing the product backlog, so which we can get into the sprint backlog and work for the sprint 2 and sprint 3. So the output will be uh, we have um, we have decided a small sprint goal in the product backlog refinement meeting.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So, coming to the next question. See, why are we going with story points instead of hours? We can estimate using hours, right? But why are we going with the story point concept?
Okay, so why using a story point is story point in as a story point instead of hours. We can't estimate a person can work for 8 hours in a day. So it depends upon the person to person it differs, it person to team it differs. So when we are working for a sprint in a 10 days event, so that we have to finish our goal within 7 or 8 days, so that we can do testing on the other parts. So if we used to do use Fibonacci series to calculate a story point, it will be easier to complete in the same sprint. If we calculate in hours, it may be get extended, or we may be finish as much as earlier.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, so how often are you? Okay, on it. Sorry. What are the elements constitute a good user story?
Okay, a good user story that should have a description and the acceptance criteria.
Okay.
As like description in the sense when the customer says as, and I want to, so that I can use this.
Okay, good. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm giving you a situation. Okay, so what will be your action plan, or how do you react if a team member wanted to play? See, one team member is telling that design and implementation of a particular user story should be done in one sprint, and then he's suggesting that testing should be done in a different sprint. Okay, so in this situation, how will you react to that?
Okay. First of all, I will try to understand what the person is speaking about, and then in my point of view, I can say that the sprint is only for the 10 days or 2 weeks. So if we did testing after 2 weeks, so that there is no point of delivering a valuable product to the stakeholders. So it will take time more than a sprint. So I will try to make him understand, and I will try to make him to follow the Scrum point and follow the sprint.
Okay, good, good. So what is a SOS?
Scrum, okay, SOS is a Scrum of Scrum. If you ask me, I haven't experienced in my current organization, but I know some points about Scrum of Scrum. Scrum of Scrum will happen when there is a multiple development team in a Scrum team for a same product. Okay, so if something negative impact is happened in some teams, at the time, if one team gets negative points, so it will affect the other teams as well. So in that time, Scrum of Scrum, in all the Scrum Masters will gather in one place, and we will discuss what went wrong. So what are the impediments happen? So from there, we will try to safeguard the other teams. So also it won't happen again.
Okay, good. Okay. So what does the sprint report contains?
Sprint report. So the sprint report contains the sprint goal. So then zero sprint, and then time to market, customer satisfaction, stakeholders feedback, the sprint goal, the success points.
Okay. Okay, so who will maintain a sprint report in your project?
Sprint report will be maintained in Jira, so that we can see, everyone can see through there. So as a it will be updated in Jira, so everyone can watch. There is no separate team to maintain a sprint sprint report.
Okay. Okay, fine. So coming to the next question, what are the Scrum principles and values? Can you
Scrum values are
can you
yes,
list down the
Scrum.
Scrum principles separately and Scrum values separately?
Yeah, sure. So the Scrum values are commitment, focus, openness, respect, and courage. Okay.
Okay.
So then the Scrum principles are uh, self-managing, empiricism, time box event, time box, and then sorry, I can't remember. There is seven principles.
Okay, okay, no worries, no
I could
worries.
not remember.
How many principles you mentioned?
7.
Okay, 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 fine, fine. Okay. So okay. Hmm. So how do you plan your quarterly work in your team? How will you plan your quarterly work?
Quarterly work.
Yes.
Okay. Before every quarter, at the end of one quarter and before a quarter, we'll be having a small room planning. So that in there, we'll be discussing about what we are going to do in the next quarter, or in which epic we are going to work. Um, so how to prioritize the epic and how many teams are going to work. Do we need any dependencies, or is there any impediments to work? So these discussions will be happening in the small room plan. So from there only we will be planning for the next quarter. Before every quarter, we will be having a small room planning meeting.
Okay. Good. So why do you think? See, we are doing a relative estimation here, right? So why do you
Yes.
think relative estimation is better than traditional hours estimation?
Okay. So the relative estimation is used to calculate how we can produce the sprint goal. So the traditional way is from top to bottom flow. Also, uh, it will be delivered in the end of the project. But using relative estimation, we can deliver a product in every sprint at the end of the sprint.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So moving to the next question. Hmm, 1 minute. So what is a cycle time and a lead time? Can you tell with an example?
Yes. Cycle time and lead time. So the lead time is so okay. I will give an example. So what we use Swiggy, right? So when we order a item and the delivery of item is the lead time. So the cycle time will be like we will be ordering. After that, we'll be waiting for the confirmation from the restaurant, right? Once the confirmation is given by the restaurant, and once they made a preparation for the product or a food, and then the delivery of the item, when we got the delivery from the delivery boy, that time is the cycle time. Overall time is the lead time. So from the starting of the cook and the delivery of the time is the cycle time.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what is the story splitting technique you know?
Okay, story splitting technique, we use spider. So spike, path, data, interference, and report, I think.
Okay. Okay, fine. Um, So what are the engineering practices you implemented or you followed in your project?
Engineering practices means
What are
I'm
the
not
agile
familiar with that term.
engineering practices you implemented or follow in your project?
Agile engineering practices. I'm not familiar with the term in the project.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So is Agile and Scrum same?
You're asking me?
Yeah, yeah.
Asking?
Yeah, I'm asking, is Agile and Scrum same?
No, Agile and Scrum is not same. Scrum is will comes under Agile. So there are so many frameworks are there. So one of the framework is Scrum.
Okay. Hmm. So what is a spike?
Spike.
Yes.
Spike is when will happen is when the development team is not understand about the product. So at that time, we'll use Spike to analyze the product and we'll come to the conclusion. And once the it will, so we'll use Spike to get clarity on the product.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I'm giving a situation. Okay. So situation is, see, okay. So first of all, I want to ask you whether have you received any complaints from the stakeholders or the team for less documentation?
Um, it's not about complaint. We have received and feedback when it's not worked appropriately when the team try to work on it.
Okay, so at that time, how did you handle that situation?
So we'll be prioritizing the bug first. So when the teams are not able to use that tool, we will try to fix the on a tag time. So we'll be fixing a tag time to resolve the bug, and we'll try to make work as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, okay, consider that you are on a sick leave and you are a Scrum Master, right? So you are on a sick leave and you are not able to attend a daily stand-up meeting. Okay. So do you think the daily stand-up meeting should happen or the team should postpone that meeting so that you can attend?
Okay. In this scenario, the daily scrum should happen in all the days, even if the person is not available, because I'm going to facilitate, but the progress is going to seen by the development team. So they should know what is in progress. So what has done. So what is in the testing team. So what are the impediments and what is going to do, what they are going to work on the next day. So the Scrum call should happen on the daily basis.
Good. Okay. So how will you plan a release in your project?
So the release will plan on the day of sprint review. And before that, we will be having a Scrum call and we will discuss about is everything is good or is there any problem with the development side or in the products. If everything is fine, we can present in the sprint review meeting. If the stakeholders are happy, we can release the product on the 10th day of the sprint.
Okay. One minute. Okay. So in I can see from a resume that you have used Jira. So in Jira, what are the issue types in Jira?
Issues.
Yeah.
So the issues called the product backlog, the sprint backlog.
No. In Jira, there are several issue types you can create in Jira, right? You can create
Yes.
some issue types in Jira. So what are the issue types you know?
So the issues types are user stories, tasks,
Okay.
subtasks.
Okay. 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 Good. So how do you view your burn down chart in Jira?
Okay, in Jira, in the left side, there is a called report. From there, we can view the burn up chart, burn down chart.
Good. Okay. So what is a JQL where it is used?
JQL also will be using in Jira only. So JQL is the tool where we can pull the report from the Jira.
Okay. So how to create a table in a Confluence page? So you have used Confluence, right? Confluence, right? So there, how to
Yes,
create a
yes.
table? So you have considered you have created a page now. Okay, you are in a page and in the blank
Okay.
page, you need to insert or you need to create a table. So how will you do that?
Okay, the right side will be having options. So from there we can create a table. Also, we can paste a link like that. The right side will be having options to create a table.
Okay, I'm good, Gopi. So
Okay.
do you have any questions for me?
No, as of now, I'm good.
Okay,
I don't have any questions from my.
okay, okay. Just 1 minute. 1 minute.